Long day lay low.
Test your might.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Test Your Might. It's back. Unhinged Entertainment. I am Jason Baskin, co-founder of Unhinged Entertainment, co-creator of Frog G, creator of Absolute. With me, I'm gonna probably. Did I kick him? I didn't kick him. Where'd he go? Where did Sean go? Sean left. Sean, come back. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I didn't kick him. Did I kick him? I might have kicked him. Sean, if I kicked you, come back. Yeah, welcome to Test Your Might with me. I got Sean from Type 1. I don't want to say his last name because I'll butcher it. I'm sure he'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail because I guess I kicked him. I thought I just removed. Did I kick him? I wouldn't be too surprised if I kicked him out. Yeah, so we're going to say hello to, we got the past master? Is that the past master himself? It is. Welcome, sir. It's Fanta. Hey, Fanta. You know me, I'm blind. Yeah, we got Joe from Type 1, co-host of Hot and Stuff. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know what happened to him. Watch, his internet went down. Let me hit him up. Did I kick you? Because I think I kicked him. It's been a bit. Since I've done a Test Your Might. And so, these things happen. He'll be back. Yeah, so we got Sean from Type 1. Its link is in the description below for it, so go check it out. Sign up. Get on that mailing list. It looks awesome. I am signed up on that. It's going to be a great book. Right now, I think he might have messaged me. His audio went. Now waiting on. All right, no worries, Sean, man. Take your time. All right, let me message him real quick. There he is. All right. I was just typing at you. All right, we're gonna bring him in. It says nothing's there, buddy. Try leaving. Oh, there you are.
As soon as we went live, I am so sorry.
No. It's fine, dude. Hey, man, I got a channel. I can vamp. I can BS. I was telling people, sign up for your mailing list. And we have one person so far. We have Miss Fanta. Welcome.
Hell.
We got Fanta up in the chat. So we got
Hell,
Rick. Rick Saylor's here. Welcome. We were just actually talking about you backstage and how wonderful of a human being you are, Rick. It's good to see you. The best. This is Test Your Might, as most of you know. I'm also streaming to Facebook, so you may not know. It's 30 minutes drawings. That's it. Just 30-minute drawing. Whatever you do, you do. It could be off the top of your head. It could be from your comic book. It could be I don't care. But it's just a fun exercise, fun little art thing that I like to do with certain artists that I like and like to have some fun. Who also have maybe stuff out there. I even did one with Hockey though, and Hockey is a good guy.
Yeah, I haven't had the chance to interact much with him, but talented dude. I think I offended him once.
Yeah, you think you offended him once?
Because somebody showed a picture of him. I'm like, who's Orwell Redenbacher? And I didn't know it was Hockey.
You can't offend Hockey. He's thick-skinned. He's all right. I rip on Hockey so much. Yeah, it's a sign of caring and kindness. So like I said, 30 minutes. Like some people will pick a specific subject matter. Some people just have fun with it. So, and if you're watching on Facebook, hit the buttons and go check out Sean's pre-launch. Link is in the description for Type 1. So, yeah, I mean, you are now. Sean's your camera setup kind of got foobarred.
Yeah.
So, and it's fine. Vinny Tartamelli of the Crack Shadow of the Kraken, he was on and he just drew off camera and held it up at the end. So it's fine. I as long as you're working traditional is what I prefer. Some people do work digitally and they can't do the traditional stuff. For them. I like to have it be traditional. It's just
Sure.
because if you make a mistake, you gotta stick with it. So it's a little more intense, so to speak. So and if you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to be on my tablet, so watching through YouTube. So if you comment while you're on Facebook, I won't see it, but I thank you for watching. And I'm gonna flip the script, flip the cameras, and get set up, and we'll get going. All right.
All right.
All right. Enjoy this brief little interlude as I do so. That's the wrong one, Sean. What are you doing to me here? Is this it? Is this it? That's not it. Where did it go? I had your thing. I'm getting upset. There it is. There you have it.
Aggressive.
There you go. Nice. I like uploading them as overlays. It plays smooth. You don't have to worry about it skipping and stuff like that. All right. So are you ready, sir?
I'm ready and willing to go.
30 minutes on the clock and go. Starting time has started.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you. I know. I hit you up a few weeks ago actually for this, and I know you said you couldn't the one time, and it did work out though. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able. Last week was just a tough one for me, but hey, I'm here now. We're gonna be scribbling and sketching and just having some fun.
That's what it's about, man. That's what you know. That's what I mean. We all started by just scribbling and having fun. Like, did you initially start with comics, or did you start everybody starts drawing? I think when they're a little kid, but did you start initially
I was
with
lucky.
comics? Or?
Yeah, my dad was a geek. So, before I knew Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, I knew with great powers came great responsibility.
Nice.
So, I got to read FF18 when I was 8, but I read Fantastic Four 15. Fantastic Four 18 first because I'm a Super Scroll fan from his collection. And it's been all around me my whole life, sci-fi, nerdy shit, cool music, even though I like R&B. And Joe always makes fun of me because of that.
What's wrong with R&B?
I don't know. That's what I ask him, but he's
what kind of R&B? I have to ask.
Like Jodeci, Shy, Boys to Men, 90s stuff. 90s stuff.
Okay, I'm thinking way earlier, R&B. More like Motown is what I'm thinking.
Oh, I love me some Motown. Yeah, any day, all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, comic books have been all I've known for the most part, and I guess just playing with crayons just kind of came with it because you wanted to draw the Spider-Man that you saw on Saturday morning or the Transformers or that type of stuff. And very blessed.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. And now how like you said, right pretty much right away then, right? You were molded by it.
I was born into the comic book world. So yeah. It was just always around. It's what my dad collected when he was a kid. I think one of my first books was a Colgate Superman Wonder Woman verse plaque and Lex Luthor, and then I got into collecting G.I. Joe and Transformers and Spider-Man, and then that was the '80s, and then like I got into like Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld,
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Lee, all the greats that we all kind of love and such.
That's right. Nice, man. So, let me say hey to Dean from Comics Mate. What's going on, man? Welcome,
What's up,
sir.
brother?
Trying to catch people as they come in. Looks like Dean is the newest addition to the chat. There you go. So, what made you want to come out with your own book? Like, was it the '90s stuff, or was it just what's happening now?
Oh, it was definitely the '90s and '80s animation, the cartoons we grew up on, like Spiral Zone, again GI Joe, and just kind of threw it all together. It'll be 30 years since I first created my character Strees.
Oh, wow.
And you know, like back then when you're a kid, you think you are putting in all of this stuff that inspires you, but you're really not. You're just ripping off a bunch of different stuff.
Right.
And there was a local convention in Jersey by me, and David Cochran was the guest of honor.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so there was an art contest, and you know, again, like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put this character in it, this character, and I essentially just ripped off like Die Hard from Youngblood and like Heatwave from Cyberforce, and you know, different Spyro Zone, the cartoon, and stuff like that. And I showed Mr. Cochran my character, and he was nice. He's like, oh, this is great, and it wasn't. I was like 11.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, he was being a nice
Yeah,
guy.
he was being a really nice guy. It was pure trash. But he liked the name Strees, even though it was supposed to be Straith, but I'm dyslexic and couldn't spell, so that's what came out. So, you know, stick with the good thing.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it makes it unique. You know,
Yeah.
you misspell something, or you know, that's yours at that point. Nobody's gonna come up with that spelling.
Yeah, pretty much. And a few years later, I got sick with diabetes, and I got the great idea to write to Make-A-Wish.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Such a bad idea.
No, it's not at all.
Oh, well, wait till you hear this. I got the idea because I saw there was a show with Mario Lopez, like Choose Your Own Adventure, or You Could Dare to Dream It, what have you. And Rob Liefeld was the person that the kid chose to be at. So this kid got flown out to Extreme Studios with his character, and had Rob draw Bad Rock. So I'm like, all right, let me see if I could use Make-A-Wish to meet Rob Liefeld. And I wrote this letter. I'm like, my name is Shonan. I'm 15 years old. My character Strees is basically me as a superhero with diabetes. My wish is to be flown to California to meet Rob Liefeld. And I gave the note to my doctor, and he's like, what's this? Like, it's my wish. He's like, your wish?
It's my wish.
And once he realized what it was, he's like, that's not how this works. I'm like, what do you mean? Diabetes.
Oh, jeez.
Again, I was a kid. So,
That's good.
so that didn't happen. But I put Strees away. Luckily, I became friends with Rob down the line, so I think it worked out that way for
nice.
me. Yeah, great. One of the nicest guys I've ever had to meet and be pals with.
Well, how did that happen? Like just through like writing to him or something, or?
Nah, I met him at a convention in Wizard World, Dallas, 04. I was in Houston visiting relatives, and Wizard was just popping off. Michael Turner was the guest of honor at the time. Rob wasn't even on the list. So when I got there with my family, I thought it was Marvel because they had like the 2004 X-Force book, like posters. I'm like, oh shit, Marvel. And then I saw some Youngblood stuff. I'm like, Youngblood? And I'm like, oh my God, it's Rob Liefeld. So I stayed online for like all day because his line was packed. And he was doing free sketches for everyone. And I got a Dark Side, and Elektra, and the Wolverine.
Cool.
Like through my family. Like they got this, but like I'm like, this is what I
Right,
want.
yeah.
So I met him. He was awesome. And then we stayed in touch via different message boards he had throughout the years, and going through conventions, meet up, go out to dinner, spark up a relationship, and just one of the coolest guys there is.
Proper grooming.
Yes, proper grooming. And I'll tell him that one. But it's cool when you meet your idols and they're actually really good human beings,
Yeah. See, I've heard some not so pleasant stories of Rob also.
Sure,
But here's the thing, like, because funny enough, My family actually, one of my brothers, he did get a wish from Make a Wish,
Oh,
and his wish was to meet Stan Lee, and we flew out to San Diego Comic Con in '92, and met Stan Lee for like, I don't know, dude, 6 minutes. Like we were supposed to get like a half hour one-on-one, and it just didn't happen. We don't know why, but what did happen though was the convention people were like, hey, do you want to meet Rob Liefeld? So he was like, yeah. So he went back there, met Rob. Rob like looked at his artwork, gave him some pointers and talked to him, and he was insanely nice to my brother. And I'm like, that he didn't have to do that. Like he wasn't supposed to meet him at all. So like to me that Rob was personality wise a solid dude after that, because he did something for a kid that he didn't need to do, and it was just really dope. So, like, I know, not everybody's perfect, and there are horror stories out there, and some people, things happen, but like I said, because of that, I'm not a huge fan of his art, but him as a person, and because of that meeting, I respect him. Yo, what's up, Matt Barr? How you doing, sir?
Hail, Matt Barr.
Up in you got Hockey in here. We were just talking about you as well.
Hail, Hockey. How's it going, boss?
How's it going, Mr. Peanut, or whatever you called him?
I think I called him Oral Redenbacher.
Orvin Redenbacher.
So I didn't know if I offended him or not. So if I did,
hope you did.
I apologize immensely.
No, you should offend him. He needs to get put in his place.
I don't know about that.
Ever since he's improved in his artwork, he's gotten a little cocky.
Do you blame him?
Yes, I can. Know your place, son. Better than you. No, that's dope though, dude. So you keep in contact with Rob still today?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Not as much as often, but still. Yeah. Like if there's a show going on in the vicinity, I'll hang out with him, help him out at his booth. I got his banner like right over there. One of his events.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I like to bring it out when people like are hating on him, like on art and stuff. So and I'll put it behind me just to piss them off.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, like I've seen some of his stuff. I've seen. I'm like, man, that is dope. And what I love about Rob, though, and I think everybody can attest to this and agree to this, is the energy he puts into stuff. It's just it's so dynamic, and you can just tell these things are hauling or something, man. They got energy, and I love that, dude. Yeah. And
is it perfect? No, but is it fun? Yes.
Right, and that's what comics are, man. Comics are supposed to be fun, I mean, well, usually. Anyway.
Yeah,
there
for
are
the most
part. Some that are supposed to be a little serious, but. So you've had Type 1 out for... Okay, so why Type 1 then? What's the reason behind that name?
Oh, two things that I didn't know I was doing, but I'm taking credit to be smarter than I am. So it's a whole armor based with Mayan, Aztec, Inca lore with the armors. And, there's different armors, different levels that we'll find out eventually. And then the whole Type 1 thing also spanned in with being a Type 1 diabetic, but I didn't put that together. My buddy from back home, shout out to Jordan, he's like, your book's name's Type 1. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're a Type 1 diabetic. I'm like, you know this. He's like, did you put that together? I'm like, no, but I'm stealing it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny, man.
Yeah. So I last year I did a preview book, an ash can of the first 15 pages. Shelby Robertson colored it for me. I did yeah. I did a holochrome cover. I did a whole slide up in my DMs.
Man, I missed out on it.
Oh, dude, but I didn't tell people it was holochrome or whatever the gimmick was.
It doesn't matter. I still missed out on it.
He really didn't.
I missed out on it. Dude, I'm a collector, dude. I like having that kind of stuff. It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah. But I got more sales after showing what it was, like after I did the cutoff. So I'm like, all right, next time I do this, I'm going to tell people what it is. So I did that. I got some great feedback of the story, some art that I need to improve on, which I'm doing now and continuing to make it the best I can. And the cool thing is, like, within the diabetic community, I've had parents reach out to me saying this has gotten their kids through a bad day. It's want them to learn to draw. I'm like,
that's cool, man.
like it's to me it sounds like pandering, but I'm not trying to sell you diabetes. You know,
I don't want to sell you diabetes,
I'm
like
gonna
you were saying.
I'm gonna sell you lose your feet. But that really made me. I don't know, touched me. It kind of, like Joe says, it humbled me, and I'm like, yeah,
Right.
it really does. And I'm like, I feel I kind of won already through that way from just putting out two ash cans, just a variant cover. This past spring by Murat Michaels, who was who was the first Image rookie, and
Yeah.
I just sent the original art to the Juveniles Diabetes Research Foundation of Illinois, and they're going to be auctioning that off in December. So the money they make from that is going to go help some kids either get insulin or pay for some medical needs.
Look at you doing good stuff, and I'm just sitting here trying to sell my wares and make money like a chode. Look at you.
Well, I got to market myself somehow, and like I'm not as talented as you, so I got to. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
well, hush your mouth. Different styles, sir. Different styles.
Different styles for sure.
Different styles.
But no, it's working out great. Like a few summers ago, my convention agent, we threw a small little convention down in Delaware by me, and we teamed up with like an animal shelter, and they were just jerks to deal with. Like just really, yeah. Like it was hard to get in touch with them. If you came and you donated some, like a toy, food, what have you, you could get into the show for free. And it was a small high school one-day show, nothing big or scale, but it was fun.
Right.
And we dropped off the stuff to them to one of the people that, like, I guess she worked at a hotel. And when we got there, we're like, "This is us. Can we speak to such and such?" And the lady didn't even have like the nerve to come out to get it or say thank you. And I got a little bit of an attitude or ego, so I'm like, "You're welcome."
Well, that's not having an ego or anything like that. That's just knowing when somebody's a jerk because they don't have any manners,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I get that, dude. Yeah, that's pretty.
It was shitty, but this is me being selfish. I'm like, let's do something like my turn. So let's reach out to the Delaware chapter, JDRF, and I had strees in my bag and I was working on it already. And I'm like, this is what I got. I'll make you guys a poster. You can keep the poster, the file, and sell it for whatever. And then we got hit by Bud Ice, the pandemic. So that our contact left, and it was hard to get in touch with the new one because I'm like, all right, we're mid-pandemic. Let me do a draw stream for kids. Like we could just set it up. I could teach them how to make up their own superhero and such.
I like that.
But the person's like, we don't have the budget for that. I'm like, I'm doing it for free.
We have a budget for that.
So they gave me a really salty taste in my mouth. So luckily, a friend of mine that I've known through Rob's message boards throughout the years, knew of what I was doing. It's like we have a contact at the Illinois chapter, and they've been fantastic. So nice. I'm like, once I got the Marat art, I'm like, here, this is for you guys and gals. If we can make some money, like let's do this for
right.
Like for free. Like I'm not getting anything from this. They're gonna sell it, and whatever they make goes to whoever needs it.
Right.
And yeah, so that's kind of like that. And I guess it's promotion because I sent them a copy of the comic and they loved it. I'm like, oh wow, cool.
Well, everything's promotion. I mean, no matter which way you look at it. I mean, and even if you're not attempting to do it, it is promotion. I'm going to say what's up to Aldous. Welcome.
Aldous.
Coming up, man. Appreciate that.
Hell, brother.
So yes, like everything you do is promotion, even though it is even if you're doing it out of altruism, it's just still it's just a happenstance. It's a happy accident,
There's that word again. Dale said that to me. He's like, I'm like, I have no idea what that means. And he's like, it means you're a good person. I'm like, you don't know me well enough, buddy.
It's the act of doing a good deed for the sake of doing a good deed because it makes you feel good to do it.
I'll work with that.
So, yeah, it makes you feel good to do the good deeds, and that does in turn make you a good person because you're going to do more good deeds. So yeah. Whereas me, I'm like, hey, you like this? You better buy it. No, I've given plenty. People know me. They like giving stuff away. I do things and good things, and most people don't even know it, that I do them. So that's the way I kind of like. And
Well,
you know, we were just chatting. So yeah, I'm not saying you're bragging, even though you are. That's
I'm a braggedy Andy.
So how did you meet up with Joe? How did that little love
Oh,
triangle get started?
it's a tale as old as time.
No,
No.
that's right.
So my brother-in-law and I, we were early 2000s, digital webbing, trying to make it on the scene.
Right.
Everybody had an idea, and they're like, we need an inker, we need a penciler. And most of those things never came to fruition because what have you, like people weren't really invested. And at the end of the day, it was just a bunch of people that liked comic books but didn't know how to make it. And
Yeah.
they promised you exposure. Remember
Oh,
that?
I love the exposure.
You want to get the exposure?
Yeah, you want that exposure.
And a lot of it wasn't good, the stuff that we were getting to ink, except for one day I'm at my sister's house and my brother-in-law, Bruce, had these pages. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Because it was good. And he explained the premise to it, and it was Reaper Destroyer. He was the first inker for Joe's book back in the day. Yeah, yeah. So my sister was living out in PA. I'm from North Jersey. Joe's from Detroit, well, Michigan. He came out to visit Bruce, and then came to my place, and the three of us and my dad went to New York Comic Con 2007. And that's how I met Joe. And I had been partying the night before, so I was still drunk, if you will. It happens. And Joe's like, when Joe tells it, he's like, Sean's the most mellow guy. Nah, I was just wasted, my guy.
Dude, I was just hammered.
I was hammered.
Wasted.
But we hit it off online. Like, we had a same age. We both love Image Comics. Sparked up a friendship. And that following summer, the Chicago 07, him and Bruce got a table, and that's where they put out the first Reaper Destroyer ashcan. So I went because like Rob was there and a bunch of like Mark. First time I met Mark Polton in person.
Ooh, yeah, cool.
A bunch of other cats from the Liefeld boards. But like Joe was the shit. It was cool to. He was the first friend that put a comic out by himself.
Right.
And this was going to be the beginning of what Reaper Destroyer was supposed to be, but life changes, life happens. Joe went into, I don't know if you guys know this, but Joe was in a band.
Get out of here.
Yeah, like tap dance and all that stuff. But
you know what? I hear tap dancers get the ladies.
From what he's bragged about, he did very well. And we kind of lost touch after that for many years because he was on the road, different things and all that. And then maybe 2016 or 17, reconnected on Facebook and picked right back up.
Nice. Yeah.
Like I'm blessed to have that guy in my life. Just not just as a friend, but he's actual family. Like he's
Right.
there when I got my bad days or what have you. He's generally one of the nicest guys I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, my real friends, my true friends, we can go 5 years, 6 years without saying a word, and then when we talk or see each other, it's like we just left yesterday. Like
Right.
It's like it doesn't miss a beat. So those are your real true friends right there. That they know, you know what I mean? They're like, even if you don't talk, like, yeah, I don't talk to him, but I know he's doing well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And if I were to hit him up and stuff. That's cool though, dude. And so you guys launched into art and stuff around then, or?
No, again, we're going to go back to the pandemic. You gotta kind of have to. Like, why not? Shout out to pandemic.
Yeah, dude, it started a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Me and Mark, we started doing a show called the Best Friend Show, and that was just us being silly. And Joe's like, we should do a show, and I'm like, okay, on the condition that I don't do anything. Like I don't have to deal with the chat. I don't gotta do any research, what have you. And he's like, all right. So we started that around April. Little bumps in the road, and then officially started in May. And slowly but surely, we just kind of kind of got into it. We asked some friends to be on, and then Dan's the one that kind of got us really into Comicsgate. Like Mark's my best friend. I've known John forever. And like when people were saying like all like the negative things about John, it's like, no, he's a fucking cupcake. Like you guys don't know him.
Right.
So like the whole negative Nancy stuff about CG, like I was never about it. Like I was like, nah, I know these are my friends. I know what they're about. But the chat just kind of grew with art and stuff, and we're just like, yeah, fuck it, we're Comicsgate, you know, like
Right.
That's who we are, and we just have been blessed to make many new friends via chat, via artists like yourself, and it's inspiring. And the love that we're getting is just it. They help me when I need it, like on a personal level, and I can't thank everybody enough for that aspect of it. And it's fun, you know. We get to talk about art and stuff.
I wonder why your channel's called that.
Yeah, making fun of my accent.
And stuff. Nah, yeah, I first heard about it on Fraga's channel. You know, and he was talking about, he's like, yeah, I was on and stuff. He's like, yeah, those guys are good dudes, and went over, and that's where I first heard of that channel. And then, you know, went over there and I saw the kind of fun y'all were having. I'm like, yeah, this is what I like. This is what I like in YouTube channels. You know, I like the entertainment and the art and the fun, and so yeah, I started watching. It's a good show. I like it. Everybody go subscribe to that. I did not put that link in the description, but Sean's channel, YouTube channel, is in the description below. But,
yeah, eventually I'll be getting into doing like my own shows like that are based around like Joe does the Appreciating Comic Books, and like that's our favorite show to do because we're really talking about what we like, and then like and he does the great reviews about the comics and stuff. So I'm like, let me not bite into that area. So I'll be getting into doing like animated stuff from the 80s and 90s,
nice.
And then just do different live streams, you know. But I just got a lot on my plate lately, and I want to focus on getting a Type 1 ready to launch, which might be mid-August, end of August. Just getting some color.
Soon.
Yeah, waiting to get some pages colored by Dan Kemp, who colored Spawn for many years.
Yeah. I follow him on. We're quote unquote friends on Facebook. Yeah, he's actually liked a couple of my things. I'm like, that's really cool.
Such a sweetheart. He's going to be doing a tutorial, like I was going to say prescription. Get these drugs. Subscription tutorial where you buy it of coloring one of my pages that he's working on now. So that's cool. Like I grew up looking at this guy's stuff on Spawn, like over Capullo and like Angel Medina and like John Romita Jr. And like now he's drawing my character and making me look way better than I actually am.
I mean, see, this is the thing. Like I tell people, like yeah, like Matt Barr for good example. Like he's done a couple absolute sketch covers.
Yeah,
like, dude, you make my characters. They're so much better than what I can do them. And the thing is, like they are, but they are because I'm a fan of Matt Barr, and he's got a totally different style. So to me, I'm like, that's amazing. But it's just different styles.
Sure.
Like, really, I mean, Barr is better than me, but that's beside the point. But yeah. So when you say like you know, Kemp is doing them better, it's like, nah, it's just really just a different style. Is what it is. It's just a style that you like. So.
Well, you know, he's bringing that '90s flair of coloring to my work, which is I'm all about, like Extreme Studios. And man, it's tough to get a good colorist, but to get a great colorist, it's like I won the lottery, you know. And he's just such a cool dude, and like I could kind of like relax a bit on the rendering because he could add his color effects to, you know, not make me look so bad or what have you. So,
well. And it also frees you up. It lets you work on pages a little. You could pump them out a little faster at good quality rather than having to worry about all that rendering, which I know takes a lot of time. Yeah, it's that's cool. You got them, dude. That's amazing. By the way, you have 3 minutes.
I got 3 minutes. Okay.
3 minutes.
All right. Wow, this went really fast. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, well, I try not. I didn't put on Feed the Ducks, so I know I boomered that. But I try to because it's also kind of like a shill show, you know,
Sure.
or get to know the creator in a way, because you have artists on, and even if they don't have a book, they might have a channel. But everybody's got a story, you know. Everybody's got their beginnings and where they came from. So you got to talk about something in those 30 minutes.
And and if you know me and Joe, we love talking about ourselves.
Hey, that's cool, man. It works for me. Like you said, it makes the time go. And as long as I don't talk about myself, which everybody's sick of hearing, then it works. But yeah, so yeah, type 1. The link is in the description below, everybody. So if you're at the end of this, you'll see what Sean cranked out, and you're like, yes, I want to sign up for that. You should sign up for it anyway, I think.
Yeah, please do. Do it for the kids, even though they're not involved. No, but there's going to be a tier. Shout out to Rick, because I wanted to do something to kind of give back to kids with type 1 or type 2. That even if you're not into the book or my art, you could buy a book and donate it to a kid. And I'm talking with the Illinois chapter about dispensing that, like sending it to them and seeing who gets it, because I don't want anybody to get mad at me, because I'm really a pushover, even though I try to be tough. It's all an act.
I know how it goes.
So they love that, but like, because when I was a kid, like even now, like I have my good days and bad days, where there's days I can't get out of bed because my levels yo-yo from going up and down. And it really knocks it out of you. So if it could give somebody like entertainment, and already having kids wanting to draw or like it from just from a 15-page black and white ash can, like, all right, let's see if we could make some other people like happy and all that. I sound like Michael Jackson. I do it for the kids. I do it for the kids. Shalom. But yeah.
No, but that's cool, man. So you can so one of the tiers you can back like it's kind of like a back a kid to read it or whatever, and you personally go give it, like you donate it, and they give it to like the children's hospital or whatever it may have.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I like that. I like those kind of tiers. Like some people have had those, and sadly, the one that I donated to, that person kind of went MIA, so I kind of lost out on some money there, and the kids did not get their books. Dude, yeah, I'm still upset about it. And this happened maybe about a year and a half ago. So, but guess what, buddy?
Oh my God!
It's time's up.
All right.
Pencils up. All right. Oh, it's gonna go off again. I gotta shut it off. Cancel. Pause. There we go. That'll work. All right. Let me play a brief interlude to get me back over to my computer. Let me hit the right button.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
I don't know how, but I messed that up whenever I uploaded it, and it's at that ratio. Like, I'm so mad about that, I can't fix it. But anyway, let's see what you got, buddy.
All right, so it's a quick sketch of Reaper Destroyer, but just doing that brooding thing, because somebody made a comic, or like an arty comic of Joe and Rageality and Noah's character, where they're like brooding, and it's like, get in the back of the line. So, this is my classic Spawn Darkness hunched over cape thingy. So, not
there it goes.
But I can't fix it or anything, but this is it, and I'm gonna give it to Joe.
There you go. Yeah, give it to Joe, man. This is what I did on Test Your Might. Nice.
And he can ink it up. So.
Hey, no, he can't.
Oh, he can't. You're right. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this.
You can, but you can scan it, and he can ink that. Scan it, print it, and he can ink that. They can't. Okay. Yeah, your original is done.
Okay, the original is done. This will be scanned. It will be a variant. No, I'm kidding.
Be an exclusive variant cover. Make sure you get that tier. That's awesome, man. Nice. I like it. All right, and this is my weird. I don't know what I did. So.
Oh wow.
Weird guy with teeth for eyeballs, and he's holding some kind of money ball, and it's just nipples.
straight out of the Ghostbusters from the cartoon.
Sure. I'll go with that. Okay.
I love it.
All right. Yeah, that's not what I intended, but all right, cool. I like the Ghostbusters. I like that cartoon. That's a good one. Yeah. Like I said, I know I wasn't talking to people in the chat. Oh, and if you, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the show, people can draw along and tag Test Your Might, hashtag Test Your Might on Twitter. And I could show it next time on the streams. So yeah, sign up. Everybody sign up for Type 1. Links are in the description below for Type 1, as well as all of his Sean's Twitter. He got his Twitter and his YouTube down there as well. So go follow him on the Twitterverse, everybody. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you so much, by the way, for that. And follow him on Twitter. And then if you're on Facebook and you don't have Twitter, sign up for Twitter just to follow Sean.
Yes, please.
Do it. You know, he's got Type 1 coming out. You heard the story. You heard the origins. You heard the man's biopic. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that, yeah.
We'll go with that. Yeah. Are you, like I said, see, it takes me a while to read the chat, so, I mean, that's...
Yeah, no. That's why I have Joe do it.
Dude, that's why I have Luke do it. What are you kidding me? Like, I usually get somebody in here, hey, read these for me.
Oh, Mike Green's in the hizzy.
Oh, Mike Green's here?
Dude.
Oh, man. I must have missed him. Yeah. There he is. There's Michael Green. Welcome, sir. Caught the tail end of it, I think. Which is, fine. These are quick streams. These are quick streams. They're like, usually, about 45 minutes. So, because we talk for a couple minutes, we draw, we end. So, and like I said, if you drew along at home, hashtag Test Your Might, and I will share that around the Twitterverse. Anything, thank you for swinging by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Anything we've been plugging it all day, but anything else you want to talk about or plug out of here?
Back Reaper Destroyer. If you haven't, I don't know why. But get that Destroyer tier. You're gonna get a lot of good goodies with your hard-earned money. Joe has a bunch of stuff coming. He's still working on, but it's well worth the money. The book's awesome. I see everything first. So I got NFTs of all his stuff. Slide up in my DMs and I will sell them. But no, it's great to see his stuff come, and he's leveling up, and then it just inspires me to try to be a better illustrator myself. But yeah, Back Reaper Destroyer and stuff on Wednesdays and Fridays, but we're going to be doing just Fridays from now on. We have a couple more shows lined up, but after that, we're just going to stick to Fridays because we got to work on our books. As much as we like having people on and hanging out, it takes a lot out of you to kind of be like, hey, I'm charismatic. Let me,
dude, That's why this went by the wayside, because I had to work on my books. Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah.
But that's it. Yeah, art and stuff. Joe's Appreciating Comic Book Arts on Tuesdays on his channel, and just hail CG, hail the chat.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, sign up for all the things down and below in the description. I thank you for watching on Facebook. And hail Conversegate, hail the chat, and we will check you later. Have a great one.
Long day,